So this is a story all about how my tax season got turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, so please just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Now, not really, but here's what happened. So this might sound a bit nerdy, but what I did, it was a bit of a mistake. I took out money from a 401k I had at a job that I no longer work at, and I put it in a Roth IRA. Now, quick, boring white guy disclaimer. It took me a while before I knew what any of this stuff was. It took me a while before I even cared to Google it, but I promise it was really worth it because I tried to start investing just a little bit, and I found out when you have a certain retirement account, the Roth IRA, it doesn't tax any money that you take out of it when you retire, because the money you put into it is supposed to be money that's already been taxed. Whatever your take-home pay is, whatever's already been taxed from working, and then you put it in there. But what I did was I took money that had not been taxed at all from my 401k, what me and my old employer contributed to, and I put it in a Roth. And because the money hadn't been taxed yet, I had to pay a good amount of money after the IRS was done looking at my taxes. It took them until July, but just a few days ago, I got that lucky letter in the mail saying, you owe X amount of thousands of dollars. And here's just why I bring this up. I don't know a whole lot about money. I'm really trying to learn. I promise you, I'm trying. But between taxes and options and Robinhood and Dogecoin and collateralized debt obligations, there's a lot of stuff to learn. But please, just the reason I mention this is please don't do this. If you have a 401k, even though it doesn't sound sexy, please put it in a regular IRA, just what they call a traditional IRA, individual retirement account. Just because that money, when it's taken out during retirement, it will be taxed. However, you don't have to worry about anything else coming up on your bill, on your tax bill, unexpectedly come April or May or June, whatever. And you will feel much better. In addition, because as I learned, any money that you put into your traditional, boring IRA, that money is taken away. That money is subtracted from the total amount of money you made that year. So if you're making 40, 50,000, what have you, 35,000, it'll take away whatever you put in. So if you put in just 1,000 for the year and you make 30,000, then on your taxes, it'll show up as you only making 29,000. And that way you'll be in a lower tax bracket, or at least in a lower tax base of that bracket, so that you don't have to pay that much in taxes. Please don't do what I did. This was a big learning experience. Last year was my first year starting to get into this. And I promise you, it's only scary if you make decisions without really knowing what you're doing, or doing at least a little bit of research. But at the very least, always contribute to your retirement. I'm starting to learn how to do that, and it's very helpful. Bye, everybody.